Sunbeam 32. She's extreme on the outside and fascinating on the inside too. This is a boat that, as I say, comes from a yard that in the past was really quite traditional and quite straightforward, but they have really changed their look over the years. This boat was first launched in 2021. It's a good example of another new fascinating design that happened pretty much under the radar, that was caused by the global pandemic. She was designed by Gerald Kiska, who, if you know anything about KTM or Atomic or many other big brands, you'll know that his company, his industrial design company, has been responsible for some very interesting work with some major brands. And this is part of their work. She's aimed primarily at the big lakes in Europe, and she's been designed as a weekender. But she's more than that. She's very innovative. And one of the first things you notice down below is the space and the visibility. Not least of all, these windows, these hull port lights in the bow that allow you to see forwards as you're sailing. So not only just the nice view out the side, but actually see where you're going. And that was a conscious decision by the design team. And I must say, clearly we're at a show, we're not on the water, but you can see how effective they would be. The other thing that you notice is that there are no bulkheads in the boat, apart from one underneath the cockpit there, but no bulkheads, and the strengthening and the stiffening is all behind these surfaces here in the hull, so it creates a very open, spacious feel. It's an all-electric boat. It comes standard with an 8 kilowatt battery. It's an electric hob. Everything is electric. It has the ability to be charged up from the dock if that's where you're keeping your boat, or there is an option to have an integrated solar panel that goes into the deck. You can have various configurations there for people that don't have a berth with shore power but have their boat sitting on the mooring, so the boat will charge up whilst you're away, ready for your weekend trip. Throughout the boat there are lots of sort of clever details, from the helm positions further aft with the twin wheels and with all the control lines, what few there are, coming back to the helm station to allow you to sail this boat very easily single-handed. But from the outside, at least, when you walk past her, the thing that really just grabs your attention is this flare in the deck. It was completely deliberate. They call it the flight deck, and the reason it's there, well, it's twofold, I'm told. One was to create more space on the foredeck so they could have another living space, sunbathing area with cushions and the rest of it, on board what is essentially quite a small boat. That's been very effective, and apparently the other reason was to actually provide some protection in waves, so you haven't got waves crashing straight over the top. That'd be interesting to see how that works out. But it is a fascinating boat. I'm really looking forward to having a go on this one. It's really very innovative and refreshing to see it.